Hello, hello. Welcome to the Friday Fun Day stream, where I'm back again to do some public games and then reveal some stuff later. Joined by Brittany and Lolta again, as always. Great hosts.
Hello.
Hi. Happy Friday.
It is indeed Friday. Fridays are always great.
They are.
Black Flame says, Phil. Hello. How's it going? Alright. I am currently waiting for Lolta to join my game. As always, hashtag late Lolta.
Join in. I'm in. Wait, did it not? Oh, I didn't join you. Oh, I know why. It's because I had to select my profile because I keep bouncing from ranges.
Oh, and hi, Britt. You guess that's kind of rude.
I guess.
Well, yeah. Listen, they guessed. I didn't even get a hello.
That's true. That's true.
How come you
Yours
didn't
is
say
at least
hi
a question.
to Finn there, Black Finn?
Yeah.
Finn is the best.
I need to get a new picture for him. We've got some real regal ones. Thank you.
Yeah.
All the caps. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All the caps.
Excellent. It might be rigged. It might be rigged in your favor today. We can't know for sure, but there's a chance.
What should the first hashtag be?
Portal.
Portal?
Mhm.
Portal.
Hashtag portal.
Portal.
Like
I'm
the puzzle game?
Saying that. Yeah, like the puzzle game.
Alright, hashtag portal in chat. It's very mysterious, as you can see from the little picture there.
Mhm. The question mark as well.
Yeah, the question mark really makes it mysterious.
Mhm.
Mysterious part. I don't even know what that is. This is gonna be a surprise to me. Or wait, maybe no.
Fear Sam says, I just come to see Phil. How nice.
Wow.
That's a good choice. Phil and all his corgi jokes.
Wow.
I am the quirky king.
Mhm. True.
I need it. I'm thinking about adding that as an ogre name, just like random the corgi king.
That's great. Can you include emojis in there? Is there a way to do
wish.
that? You can't? Okay.
I need to throw a couple ogre names in there.
I think we can throw like symbols in there, like a winky face, like semicolon.
Is there a
Oh,
corgi emoji that we can use?
No, we can't do that.
Why not?
We don't want to add that. That's fine. It's just more UI support. We got plenty of UI work. So
It's a great pet you got there, though.
all right, I'm in.
All right, let's do a public game.
Let's go.
What map are we feeling today?
Let's see here.
We haven't done like a deeper well in like forever, even though it's
You
like
know what,
one of the most basic maps.
Let's do it. Let's go back to the roots. It'll be relevant for stuff we talk about later. So I think that's a fine map, fine choice.
Oh yeah, that is actually a very interesting tie in there. So hashtag portal in chat if you're looking to win one of our giveaways.
It's hashtag portal.
I don't know how to spell that. So good luck.
It's like you really like blast the air, like you kind of hold the air back on the P, and then you gargle the R. Portal.
It's like kind of like the French accent, you know? They're R's.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try it on air. It's embarrassing, but you know, you get my drift.
Yeah. French is already a mysterious language.
It's true. I know we have some French defenders, so I know you know for a fact what we're talking about.
Let's see,
He is fable.
we got Black Flame and then this Moto Mike. The game.
Beard Fox, is the summoner already in Awakening yet?
Already.
That's loaded. but no summoner.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's a loaded question because even if we say no, you said yet, which implies that we will. So it's kind of like a.
It's just no summoner. That's
Or maybe.
You can
One day.
tell that we've read a Twitch chat or two before. Like
yeah.
dissect every question before answering it.
Let's see.
I don't think so.
All right, who are we waiting to ready yet? We're probably waiting on Lalta. I
It's
just
me.
feel it.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't.
All right, who's the culprit?
I'm readied up, my man. I'm good to go.
All right, Black Flame, you gonna use?
Just
look
force
at
it.
this
Just force
spamming right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna
it.
force
Just
it.
force it.
Have my 40 mana.
Yeah.
Map does not have a lot.
Summoner. Oh, wait. Summoner releases with the VR update.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I-
Lemony,
I-
do you know something we don't know?
Oh,
I
God.
mean, I have a VR headset. I could stream that.
Ooh.
I mean, if we switch to VR, then that just puts all our other updates on hold and console releases.
That's fine.
I don't-
That's fine with
That's
me.
fine. It's what the people want. We
Yeah.
Nothing
gotta
but VR.
VR is the future.
Oh, the 13th. Has Brittany's credits picture been added? Quote, yet. I love that.
We are
also,
ready.
no.
Can we get a release date for the release
episode?
date? Whoa, that's
Are we-
meta.
Oh my gosh. Yes, when we announce it.
Yeah, well, we can't announce the release date for the release date for the release date. So you'll have to stay tuned.
Oh yeah, cookie collector.
Does the ogre collect the cookies? What his job?
Yes. Primary occupation: collecting cookies.
When are you if the when we can?
Oh,
Hmm.
very controversial yet brave.
Sure. Also, what is in the portal? Well, that's something you'll have to wait for.
All
Kind of the mysterious part.
all of your wildest hopes and dreams.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
It
hope
actually
so.
absorbs all of your dreams. So, yeah, it's a nightmare.
No, not Portal Gun confirmed. We're not doing any crossover stuff.
I'd
At
be
least,
down to
like,
do a crossover with Portal though,
I'd be down to, but we currently don't have any plans to.
and we don't have the rights to. So
Yeah. Well, I mean
True,
that's
true.
yeah, that's part of the planning process.
so if anyone here knows Gabe Newell, tell him to contact us, and we'll
Portal
get
Gun.
that added. Add that to
Another
the list.
partnership.
Yeah, add that to the list of partnerships we're looking for. I'm just gonna speed through these waves.
that's fine. We melt.
Bookchu, where is this chocolate biscuits coming from? I'm so confused, but it does sound great. Chocolate biscuits.
Chocolate biscuit.
I assume they mean chocolate cookies? Possibly?
Or is it just like a biscuit covered in chocolate?
No, because in the EU they call them biscuits.
Oh, like
yeah,
cookie.
yeah. I'm so hungry. Oh, you're just naming food you want to eat. I see. Okay.
It's fries are crisps, and then no fries are chips, and then
Yeah.
chips are crisps,
Yes.
and then cookies are biscuits, and
Yes.
then also sometimes cookies.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's confusing.
It's all over the place. They're still getting it sorted.
Mia asks, "Why did I reply to myself?" I'm not sure.
Why not?
That's the mystery. That's another mystery for today.
My good friend Gabe, of course. I have him on speed dial.
Perfect.
Let me telegram him.
I was gonna say speed dial on one of those phones where you have to
Like a
spin it
bird.
around to each number. Yes,
Oh, man.
exactly. Those were back in the day.
I don't think I ever actually had to use one of those.
I think most
Wow.
people did.
Like I've
I think
used one
once.
like just for or like I've seen them and just like played around with them, but I've never like actually. I don't think I've ever made a call with one.
We got two
Just in
bags,
like
we
a
got-
museum.
But I mean, I know how they work.
Yeah, they call people.
You just
Soul Reaper.
it's a touch screen and you just like touch the numbers and it dials it, right?
There you go.
Exactly. Oh yeah, rotary phones. Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
a rotary.
You can only contact him via.
Oh my god.
Zero. So what's new? Is it worth sticking around, or should I just go play some games? Well, that's kind of rude. One, no, but you should. You should stick around. Look, we have a countdown.
There's a whole countdown.
There's a
There's-
countdown.
Or play games for 18 minutes and then come back.
Exactly,
Or
you could
play
do that.
games and stay here.
Yeah, get multiple
Yes.
monitors.
Tab your questions.
Yeah, you could
that's
also
the
just have the audio running in the background and play whatever game you're looking to play.
Because we've got. So this week's announcements aren't going to be as big as last week's. Because last week's
Not
huge.
game changer.
But like not game changing, but game additions.
Yeah, they're additions.
Yes.
So this is
Not
the
an
addition
overhaul.
week.
No, not an overhaul. No.
Okay,
But good
which
stuff.
is this? We got Flim Flaminator. All right, I like that name.
The
still haven't
features
seen
should have a little bit of something for pretty much everyone, from hardcore players to like even more casual players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 big features to talk about today, and then we'll have even more stuff to talk about next week. A glass of water for my no. Okay, listen. I was expecting initially that document to take to maybe be, I don't know, maybe 10 pages at most. At most, I was expecting like 8, and then I was like, wow, we
We
worked
did
on
it.
a lot of stuff. This started getting out of control. Usually, I try to prepare that stuff like the day before, or around like 8 in the morning of the day of, just because I already know how most of it's laid out. And we can go to the next map. And that was not the case. it was so much.
We actually have the post ready
That's what
this
I do with
time.
water.
We do. Yeah, you'll have the post with all the goodies.
Wait, did you go back to Tavern?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, select a new map.
Mm.
I'm still
13th.
going to the next map. Hold on, I'm not in yet.
What's the mysterious portal going to be called after it's been revealed?
Revealed portal.
Black Flame,
Exactly.
you want to do Wave 23 starting on Glitter? I'm pretty sure I have that unlocked. You want to try and prove yourself?
Let's do it, dude.
Ooh.
Are we gonna address what's happening with tower sets on pets? Yeah, we're still looking at that. We've got a couple options that we're wanting to do, but we're wanting to make sure that so specifically people have brought up the giraffe and the Mist of Mind, and we don't want it to be a requirement that the best build for your deck is 5 heroes that have 1 or 2 of the same pets. Or sorry, 1 pet on every hero, and then like a different pet on your DPS. Like, we want to be able to provide some options there. So we're looking at some of the stuff that we can do. So nothing like that docs or like that post said, none of that stuff is final. So we're still looking at some options.
Yeah, it's under review.
But we want to prevent like that kind of gameplay where it's just, hey, just always these pets if you build. So
Ready, yep.
We'll have some stuff,
All
but
right.
nothing that we're wanting to talk about just quite yet, because we're still going through and testing some stuff and seeing what our options are. So yes, we will address what's happening pets with that statement.
I wish I could just like summon corgi defenses right now. That'd make my day. I really just need to make a corgi hero that only I can play, and then just like go into online games and play the corgi hero and make people jealous.
Mm-hmm. It casts anti-anime magic. That's true.
True.
Ideally, anyway.
Gotta love this glitter helm. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a decent amount we changed in this map too to really just make it like we got rid of all of these. There were like these like light structures. I forgot what they even looked like, but they were like pretty thick pillars that blocked a lot of like view. And opening it up just made it feel more cavernous and less congested. We haven't revealed anything, but yeah, regarding the pet stuff, like again, there's some stuff we're looking at. So, like there's I think we've got like 3 different options that we're looking at going with. So we want to make sure that pets feel good to get, but that you're not locked in. Like if it's like, hey, tower stats only on these pets, then any builder is only going to want like 1 of like 2, maybe 3 pets.
That and it breaks the whole logic of having a hero that can both be a full DPS person and then also be a full builder. Because if you have the defense stats on those 2 specific pets, then you can't have this hybrid, because otherwise you'll just have separated heroes because you'll want the draft defense stats and whatnot. But this is something we're closely looking into.
Yeah, we've got some, I think, some pretty good ideas on things that'll be really well received. So,
all right, we got 17 DU. We got 55 seconds before the wave start.
Trademark, that's cool. Can we have a Beastmaster character where all the towers are animals, like corgis run an attack?
Kind of like
we're gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say kind of like I can't remember his name, but the guy in Warcraft, the Beast Master or whatever, who like summons all the like different boars and eagles and stuff. You know who I'm talking about?
I have no idea. I know about Rexar.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, Rexar. Yeah. In Warcraft 3, he summons like a whole bunch of pets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Half orc, half
random thought. All right, looks like we're starting. Best of luck, everyone.
Hello, Maddie.
I wonder if there's any specific point. Oh, where?
Oh no, I lost the other core.
I probably should have been over there.
Probably.
That, or I should have been like helping boost DSD.
Yeah, that one fell over pretty quick.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Carrying 4 people is not a easy feat by any means.
Yeah, not at all. And we're also like bouncing between chat while also just
we're like the worst 2 people to carry right now. But, no. All right, let's go back.
We got 6 minutes. We should just do a quick campaign map before we swap over.
4th ready.
Maddie, what are you talking about? Who do I talk to you about involvement? I'm not sure what you're talking about in terms of involvement.
Tornado Valley.
Yeah, sounds good.
Could be a smaller map, easier to build.
There's gonna be new accessories, new skins. Probably not. The visuals that we're gonna be working with are gonna be accessories. And then like there's a couple skins that we have, and you know, we'll probably do something similar to what we've done with others with like past release with like EV and stuff. So probably be doing some like limited log and event skin stuff for, you know, the shadow stuff and whatnot. Don't know if we're gonna have one for the rogue, just because we want to. So what we showed you guys with the rogue VFX was what is called an MVP, a minimal viable product. So it's like what it's going to look like at its like very least. And our very talented VFX artist has updated the rogues visuals for using assault or swift assault, disengage. Stealth looks completely different, and playing off of stealth is also carnage. So with him having a shadow skin, that might be a little bit rough, but we might be able to get one in for the warden, maybe.
The summoner were to come back, would it
If
have
the
seven?
summon-
Yeah, that's a question
no.
we
Another
cannot
loaded
have.
question.
Yeah, these you guys got like shotguns, because these things are loaded. My goodness. If we ever did the summoner, which I mean we've talked about since people have requested, no, minion
it's
units
a hot
would
topic.
not be a thing. And I mean we'll scream it from the rooftops why we won't do it. You basically just throw the balance for every map in the game out, or you
If
need
it
to
has
require,
separate DU.
yeah, or you need to have everybody build with the summoner. Like you either have to balance around it or let it trivialize every map.
My favorite Warcraft 3
was-
custom map. I was always into like the tower defenses, like the Winter Mall Wars and like the Winter Mall defense maps and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. There was a bunch. I spent so much time playing Warcraft 3 maps with my friends.
They also had well, that in StarCraft they always had like the faux RPG ones where they were like Chrono Trigger or Dragon Ball Z.
I think I played some of those RPG. I played a little bit of StarCraft 2 custom maps, but not like a ton.
Updating the visuals of the combat phase.
Oh yeah, I remember playing a bunch of island defense.
Yeah, so the enemy counter and the that's HUD is really what you're talking about. We will be updating the enemy counter stuff. So the NUE, the tutorial, is probably what it's I think probably called. The tutorial has like what you can expect to see coming in. Like we're gonna be probably not in episode 1, but
Yeah.
probably soon after.
It's
It's
episode
called
1.
an objective tracker, and so that will have all of that's where we'll be showing like the enemy counter, like basically how stuff is displayed on there is what you can expect to be applied to every map. And then after episode 1 we'll also be taking another pass at the HUD in general, so updating health bars and mana bars, how abilities are displayed in the bottom right, with the Warden and the Huntress, both of their secondary fires, like so they have like cooldowns to them, so you can't just like spam grenades or grenade toss with the Huntress. You can't just spam sprouts with the Warden. Those do have cooldowns, and so we're going through a couple ways to display that, but a new HUD would have those incorporated as well. So yeah, so it's stuff we're going to be doing. I mean, it's kind of like the one that needed the most attention sooner was the inventory and explaining like having a spell book and like showing item effects and set bonuses and all that fun stuff, and character stats as well was our primary focus. And then HUD is going to be coming up next as well, so there's some improvements we can do there.
New class, the Puppeteer.
The one game that I know that did Puppet Master or Puppeteer, I think it's Puppet Master, they call it. It was like Final Fantasy 11, I think had one.
But I
That was
want
pretty interesting.
the Puppeteer or Pupper tier.
The pupper tier, yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh,
That's the one I want to.
you're both kicked off the naming.
Hey,
Society.
no, that's what they
No,
said.
they did it.
Yeah. I was just reading what they said, and I agree with
that's
them.
Yeah,
a
that wasn't
puppeteer.
ours.
Oh,
I just said
thought
it
said
incorrectly
puppeteer.
the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I wasn't reading. I was gonna say we'll do a
Confirmed, yeah.
crossover. We'll get the Muppet tier.
Puppeteer. All right, so
Yeah.
if you know the owner of the Muppets, tell them to contact us.
It's not Jim Henson, by the way. He's not alive.
No.
So if someone says they have him on speed dial, I'm gonna say you've been tricked.
Yes.
Been scammed.
Or you have some weird supernatural stuff that we don't want any part of. So
Yeah.
I
Don't
mean, I'm
advertise that
interested.
power.
If you
Yeah,
got
don't
some
advertise that for
you
your
got-
own good.
supernatural powers, I'm interested.
You're gonna have secret agencies busting down the doors.
I want to learn wizardry and superpowers.
That's true.
just these giant, like fantasy fields, wizardry and superpowers.
Sign me up. How come there's no wizard superheroes, huh?
They're kind of there are.
Is it like? Wouldn't you consider like somebody like Doctor Strange? Is he not like a wizard kind of guy?
Well, he's a wizard, or he's a sorcerer. But like, imagine
Yeah.
Superman with a magic wand is what I'm thinking.
So you want them to
No,
have like wands and
no.
staffs? There are a handful. They're more obscure. They're just not.
Well, Harry Potter's a wizard.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
true.
Superhero.
Wanda, I guess, would probably be close because she's kind of
There you go.
sorcerer and a
But doesn't she pull power from an Infinity Stone?
yeah. I mean, she's kind of
She's
more
just
just
a
superpower.
roundabout geomancer. That's all she is.
All right. Let's finish this last wave and then get on to the good stuff.
Shazam is a wizard. What is it? Shazam.
Is he a wizard? I thought he was just superpowers.
So
The
no. He pulls his power from a wizard.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Like the stone or whatever. And
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. He says Shazam. He's actually like a
Pretty close.
middle school or freshman or in high school or something.
Zero. That's a
One.
great idea. Yeah, Nickelodeon.
I will give you a hint, Black Flame. You cannot jump into the mysterious portal. It
probably don't want to.
is a one-way door that is not something that you can go through. There's your little hint.
Exclusive. I don't know what platform you're on, but right now, DDA is on sale on Xbox.
This
Yeah.
sale started on
Isn't it
Uh,
ending soon?
18th, yeah.
It goes
It
to the
goes until
24th.
Monday.
So make sure
I
you
think it's-
pick it up
Yeah,
if you
21,
have
okay.
not.
I remember things sometimes. Yeah, we wanted to get that sale down to $19.99. It's kind of been our goal. Is like, when it's on sale, it's right under 20. But Microsoft sales don't allow us to. It would have been 34% to get there. And they don't allow us to do they have like set like it's like 25
Increments.
33 it's like 10 25 33 and 50 I think so no
Unfortunate.
dice there. Yeah,
That's why you get 20.09, which somebody pointed out on, I think it was Twitter, something.
yeah. So
Every
we
cent counts, guys. Okay?
All
tried
right.
to get it there. So we need to
Yeah.
swap over probably. Yeah,
Thanks, guys, for helping out and carrying us. Black Flame and Moto
the MVP.
Mike. Time to switch over.
Yeah, but I mean, they were really helpful. I mean, Microsoft was wonderful throughout the process. They just reached out to us and said, "Hey, we've got a sale going on," and I don't think they really do big sales like that or like this because it's still going on that often. So they were really helpful. So that's the one thing I'll say when it comes to working with these with the various platforms is a lot of the representatives that you work with they're usually really nice people and very helpful.
Yeah.
So it's always fun talking to them during various meetings.
Yeah, and Xbox has the ID at Xbox kind of section, which is
Oh.
for indie studios specifically, and so they help and assist indie studios and do the promotions. So that's what the sale is part of, which is really cool. So
I am switching download centers.
There are people asking us to change the price of the game, make it more expensive, so we can get a bigger percent that gets us to $20, or you get a shirt that says "nice" if you price it for $420.69. Will we get the monkey sheriff back? Probably not. We want to do like newer pets. Like we can't just always just redo the same stuff. So like that game exists if you want to play it, but like it's one of the things that we're with episode 1 and moving forward is a lot of people, we're expecting kind of a different experience and wanted like more content that's newer. And so that's what we're doing is we're coming up with more stuff. Floating sushi pet.
Oh
I
my
could kind of get
gosh.
behind.
That sounds amazing.
Chuck Norris pet.
Oh gosh. Yeah, let's speed dial Chuck Norris.
You got lucky that the last portal took you to Terraria, but you can't keep licking every mysterious portal you see. See, you can. It's just probably not a good idea. No, trading is a good question. So with a lot of what we're setting up within episode 1 is also to get trading going. That said, because of the overhauls that we're doing with items, it's requiring more engineering time. So we're setting up trading. What we're wanting to do, this is a bean outside of reveals that we're doing today, is it probably won't be in episode 1, but it won't be in episode 2 either. It'll be in between. So basically, we get episode 1 out, we make sure everything's stable because there's going to be a lot of stuff like gear is going to be updated and whatnot. We want to make sure that goes through as smooth as possible. We want to make sure that all the item effects are also working as well. So we'll be getting all of those things sorted. So the idea being release episode 1, and then we go through and we update as needed with hot fixes and what have you. And then the next 2 things that we want to do is get before episode 2 is even like teased at all. Like the next things we immediately work on are going to be trading, and then also cross saves. Those are the 2 big ones. So how long between episodes? When they're ready. Crossplay is not after all console releases. We just need to it's getting them released, and we're also in Switch certification right now. But episode 1 has taken, like, we only have so many people on the team. Like that's also the other thing. And so the biggest thing we need to look at was our itemization, making trading impactful as well. So the way stats are currently set up, like finding a unique piece of gear is not as impactful. It's just kind of like measuring stats. So it's getting those things going, incorporating the item effect system. So with those in now, gears should have a lot more unique things to look for. So now trading has a purpose. And so we'll be putting that in, and then that'll also set up. So trading will be established with the item effect system being in place. And then once we go into episode 2, there will be more things to trade as well. So we need to make sure that there's a reason to trade. And then once there's enough of a reason to trade, we'll be adding in more things that will bring, like, will make trading even more impactful. So one of the big things with trading as well is not only just like making sure that like things are as stable and as like bug free as possible, but we also need to go through and do an overhaul to our mission select, like map select in the session browser, because currently you cannot set up a session that allows people to join just your tavern. Like you can invite friends to your tavern, but you can't just like have an open session where people hop in. So it's a lot of things. It's like we need to update the UI to allow that stuff, which we currently don't have, and it's not just simple like the way that our UIs are set up for the session browser. So we need to get that working, and then we also need to have the engineering support to allow that, as well as searching for the sessions that have people within their taverns.
All right. So I mean, my game's going, but also the first thing we're demoing, it's not multiplayer.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't join it.
I'm just in tavern, just chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I can't join you anyways. So
are you ready to? Let me.
Yeah. We can get it going.
Actually, OBS is not being responsive. Hold on.
Okay.
Miss Jade, allergic to DDA beans. No good.
Right.
Take
Phil,
it. Take an Allegra.
Can you also stream through our call as well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we don't get a delayed? Okay.
You don't like 4-second delays?
I'm fine with them, but it just makes commentating a little harder.
I wonder if there's anything. Cause this build has like everything in it now at this point.
Oh yeah.
So like,
Wait,
I don't think
test the
there's anything.
no, the VFX haven't been updated. Wait, I don't think. Try them?
I
Maybe
know the.
No, they haven't.
Oh, okay, they haven't.
Or, no, they have. They have.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have,
I was gonna say
actually.
that got changed, and
Yeah, yeah.
there's like some.
So yeah. So the daggers are bigger and they're redder whenever you use assault. Disengaged will have a red after image as well. And then yeah, there's the stealth as well. Is has like a lot more, like your character actually goes invisible in places and it's a lot more smoky as well. So yeah, so we added in some, and also the effects from activating devices are a little bit more impactful and stick around longer as well.
So I mean, do we get right into the first thing?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, portraits and hero cards haven't been updated for these. It's something kind of bring in a little later. So to kind of go over what this is. So we've had this suggestion like quite a bit, and we decided, hey, we're gonna try it. Also, there's a hyphen there to note that it's on a list, and it shouldn't be medium, but that's fine. So this is something that's like a little experimental. That wasn't a crazy amount of work. We just kind of threw one person at it just to try it out. One of our designers, with the help
Experiment.
of a little help from an engineer here and there. Is people were saying, hey, we just want to fight the bosses. Like, can you give us a way to just have hero versus boss? And so we're like, you know what? Yeah, like let's try it out. Let's spend a little bit of time to try to put something together, uh, and see how it feels. And it's pretty fun. Um, and so we kind of came up with what we're calling tests. So these are the tests always include the bosses. So the way these tests work is there are no enemies that spawn at all. It's just your hero versus the boss, and the bosses. These fights are balanced around playing with specific heroes. So for the Demon Lord test, no, it's not a boss rush yet. We got to have more bosses for boss rush.
Eventually, one day.
So the way this works is you'll choose between either the Huntress or the Apprentice for the Demon Lord boss, or sorry, EVA. Sorry,
Huntress and Eevee.
yeah. And you can choose between them. They don't carry over your gear at all. These are like there's no applying like points to them. It is you just get in and you just fight the boss. And these bosses have different mechanics as well. Well, they don't have necessarily different mechanics.
They have slight additions.
But yeah, it's some minor things added here and there. So with this first one,
Who should I play?
that's
thinking Eevee. I think Eevee could be quite fun with this one personally.
Okay, that's fine. What about playing as the boss? That's not easy.
That's the next one.
So yeah, so you get it. These are more focused around the mechanics for the bosses and really playing your character very well. And then also incorporating potentially some of their challenge map variants in with some of them, not all of them. So with this first one, when he's fighting, and you can go ahead and just start, and
Sure.
I'll continue to speak over. So when you're fighting the boss, he's got a protective shield on him. You can't hit
damage him.
No damage dealt to him, but the generators take damage. So you actually have to handle the mechanic instead of trying to like power through it. And this is one of the easier ones. Now that it's open, you can lay into him. And there's still balancing going on with this stuff, but this is supposed to be the easier one.
And this is on a lower difficulty too. Oh no, yeah. I'm being surrounded.
And so while also fighting him, he will do the raining goblins mechanic from the challenge. So as you blow up the generators, he'll spawn the goblins. You need to get away, and then the generators will come back up, and you can blow those up. His fireballs will deal a significant amount of damage.
They're
as
green
well.
too.
They are, and they are green. And his melee attacks still hurt a decent amount, but the fireballs, as you progress in the difficulties for these things, um, they will be more and more severe. So, I think Phil, how much does a fireball hurt you for now?
Let's see.
Wait, I don't want you to goblins either.
Get out of here, goblins. Hold on.
Yeah, just clear them out and then.
Ow.
But it should be significant. So there are 3
Oh yeah, it did
variants of
it did
this.
like 6,000 damage.
Yeah, it's pretty significant. And so the harder the versions or the more harder variants of this, the more damage those things deal.
They're kind of cute, actually.
So there's 3 variants for each of the bosses, and we don't have gear tied into this stuff. The idea is like with tests is that you go in. The first couple
man,
are like
so
the
close.
lower difficulties are a bit easier. But the last one is pretty difficult. You've got to like really be on your game.
And you only
There's a
get
lot
one
of-
life, by the way.
Yeah, so if you die, then or you get one redo, right? Or is it?
Do you?
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you get an extra.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's yeah. You get one extra life, so if you die, you have a chance to come back. But this was something again that we wanted to kind of try out to include in episode 1, and we have it for the first 3 bosses. So for the Goblin Mech, he has a variant, and the Ancient Dragon has a variant as well. And they each have. We're not going to talk about the reward for this. It is a cosmetic, not one try per account. No. But
be great.
the reward is a very unique cosmetic, is what we'll talk about. Is what we'll say for now. We won't really get too far into the weeds on it. But it's going to be something you're going to want to do. And again, like you'll be able to get the can you still kill the generators during the summary phase?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Intentional.
But yeah, so initially the way we've got these set up now, so they load trying to give like not too technical, not too much technical detail here, but they have to load like a dummy profile. So like your normal profile has all your items and stuff. So in order to do this and have the specific stats, it's got kind of just like a blank slate profile. And so for right now, this is going to be focused around a single player experience for the tests, because you're not allowed to cheat off your friends during tests normally, is how we'll thematically tie that in.
No carries.
But down the line we might add in some stuff, because like we have to go in and make sure that it's balanced properly. So as you add in more people, what's a good health value, like what's the right amount of damage to put out. I don't think there's a hard time limit on these things.
I think it is timed. I think it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you can't just like evade forever. I was thinking of the mysterious portal stuff. Anyways, so each of the bosses have these. There are 3 difficulties with the first feats of strength. There you go, Sakyo. With each boss having, you have to kind of deal with their mechanics. So we won't show off each of them, but think about the mechanics for the boss fights. Those are incorporated, and then there's also something that comes in that disrupts some of the gameplay as well on Alchemical Labs fighting the demon lord in the test of the demon. It's the goblins that rain down that swarm you and you have to dodge. Does the shield reflect damage back? No, it just absorbs the damage, because otherwise you might, if you depending on which hero you choose, and if you do like if you choose EVA and you use the staff explosion, you might just one shot yourself depending on how hard it hits. So yeah. But it's something that was just an easy add for us for episode 1, and we've seen people ask for it, so we tried it out, and it's like, hey, that's actually pretty fun. It doesn't have any gear tied into it.
Yeah, so you're not going to be farming it.
Yeah, it's just it's a fun little thing we were able to get in for the episode that, if it's well received. We don't have one coming for the Lycan King yet. But for the, I don't know, have we actually even talked about the boss? Well, there's the name. So the boss on the keep, we don't have one for him yet.
Definitely not the Lycan King.
Definitely not the Lycan Duke, maybe. Oh, we should have gone with Lycan Lord. There's the alliteration there. Oh well, we're locked in. There you go. There's another big bean.
That's why you come to these.
There you go. So we won't have one for that boss yet, but that might be something that also comes in with a post episode 1 patch or update. So it's not something we'll most likely hold until episode 2. We want to try to probably bring that in with like trading and stuff. But the rewards from that stuff also can't be traded, so you got to earn it for now. But yeah, so outside of that, I can actually join you now,
Yeah,
right?
you can join my game.
Okay, so we're gonna show off the next feature.
The boss fights will probably not give a lot of XP. They're just purely designed to kind of as an experience to do, and then also get the cosmetic rewards associated with them. They're not
Yeah.
like meant to be any like part of the loop of the gameplay.
All right, should be coming in here in a second.
Yeah, Black Flame, exactly. I prepared for this, so watch out for the Men in Black memory eraser.
Let's see here.
What do you got? Yeah, you got some cool fusion weapons going.
Oh, what do I have on right now? Oh my goodness.
Got the helping hand.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh, don't open the inventory.
Oh yeah, I know. I actually I rebound my inventory button.
Okay, so yeah, you're on top of it. We've got some stuff in here that is not ready to show yet.
Yeah,
And
I saw
okay.
that when I was on the other screen. I was like, nope.
Oh, but we did. Did we get the? We got the transmog stuff properly set up on some of this.
Open inventory, please.
No, don't.
I'll do it for $50. $50. Going once, twice, sold.
Oh well.
Right.
You guys already got enough figurines. We can go in.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
I don't think that. Yeah, there's nothing fancy about this.
So this is a
we're enabling
a
Rifted.
feature. So what we talked about before was adding with every episode, adding in additional features to the Rifted mode. And so that's kind of how like the story, the progress of DDA is like as you get further and further into the realm that you're trapped in, you have more that kind of starts to break down and things start to get a bit chaotic. So that's kind of what's going on here is with this new mode. There's currently not we don't have the attack maps in. That's fine.
Yeah.
There are these little sprite looking things. I wouldn't even call them sprites. They're purple. We're going to be kind of working with the VFX on these a bit more, so a little bit more visual. We'll be using the HUD ring to show these things, and the attack map will also have visual indicators for what these things are. So these are rift portals. So somewhat similar to something you might have seen that was used on like one map within DD2 that were a lot of fun, and they actually change up how you play. You have to be a little bit more vigilant, or you might have to change up your traditional builds, or at least your placement, not necessarily your builds.
Mm-hmm.
We can go ahead and G up to get in build phase.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I have any builders set up, and
you can turn on the cheat codes.
Wow. All right.
It's fine.
We're just going we're just going no towers.
Yeah. So we'll do cheat codes for this, to show off the feature.
Yeah, because we don't really need to play the map to demo the feature. All right. So are you ready?
Yeah, we can go into combat phase. So what happens is, and you'll see, I think we have some.
There is an indicator. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a placeholder HUD ring indicator. Also a notification that says a rift portal has been opened, or it's beginning to open, and I don't think you got here fast enough to see it. That's fine. So what happens is it actually brings enemies up a bit further, and so the placement for these things is not by any means final, but it will teleport enemies from their spawner to a different location. And so you'll notice some of these, this one Phil and I are around, it's a little bit further up, and so it would kind of require you to build in this area, but you might already be doing that.
Yeah.
So trying to camp spawn doors is not going to necessarily work with these.
Yeah, so if you had all your
However,
traps like right here, they would just be
well,
teleporting past.
except there is, so what happens is, as these portals, and Phil wasn't close to this one, hopefully we can try to get one during the next wave. What'll happen is you can actually kill these. So as they spawn, they're smaller, but then you can destroy them and they drop loot.
They drop loot.
So if you're paying attention in time, you can destroy the rift portals and your towers cannot affect them, so you have to actively take them down. So you can either build to anticipate where, like, you can see where the portals are during build phase, and you'll be able to just have your defenses take care of it if you don't want to take out the portals, or you can have your hero actively take them out and build however you please.
I saw Mushroom Cake's question. Yeah, the rift portals are currently only going to be on the new Act 1 map or Act 4 maps.
Yes.
They will not be on previous maps.
Phil,
13th. I'm not sure why you're licking them, but you know what? You're welcome to do what you want with your own.
So let's do another
platform.
wave, and I'll try and get to it faster just to show.
Stay kind of right where I'm at. You can kind of see
Yeah.
two on the screen from here.
I was killing enemies over there.
Oh, I gotcha. So yeah, this is only the
Right,
idea is, like, as we add in these features, or for Rifted specifically, as we add in more features, they will be progressive on
Oh,
the
here it
maps.
is over here.
So yeah, it's covered by the notifier, but
Yeah.
yeah, so you can actually destroy it before the enemies come through, but you got to be pretty quick.
And then if you
once it's
destroy
destroyed-
it, they stop coming through, and they'll spawn back at their normal gates.
Yeah. And this gets, like, pretty crazy. Like, this is on medium right now, medium Rifted.
Yeah.
So on Massacre, it gets kind of nutty. And it's one of the things that you can kind of expect with the episodes as well as for Rifted is there's a couple other Rifted changes we'll talk about on the next
week.
stream.
Yeah.
But for this, it'll be the episode 1 maps will have rifted portals. So the idea is that through the initial campaign, the rifted mechanic is that the enemies get additional functionality. Rifted ogres throw kobolds, that rifted kobolds specifically. Rifted goblins are a bit bigger and can end up absorbing hits that are meant for other characters. All the additional mechanics that these enemies bring is part of the Rifted campaign experience. So Rifted episode 1 maps will have rift portals in them. That, again, the idea is you can either build how you normally do and then play as active hero, or you can build to compensate for them coming in and just deal with the enemies at tighter bottlenecks. Yeah. So we're not going to talk about what they drop necessarily just quite yet. There might be a chance for them to drop fusion gear. We're still going through and kind of balancing them out. But we do want to incentivize players to come and destroy these things and prevent, not only getting to your core, but also having a reward there. But we're at 359. So that's as much as we'll talk about rift portals for now, because there's
go ahead.
Well, yeah, we'll have a post after the stream going live for you all to read through. That should act as a pretty good recap. But there's one more thing. We don't have a visual for this. We can't show it visually. But it's something we've got working, and we're looking to kind of expand on it a bit. But we're going to be adding in a feature called bonus waves.
And this is something end game players are going to want to pay attention to.
Yeah, if you're playing on Nightmare or Massacre, this is actually a pretty big thing for episode 1 and every episode moving forward. So with the release of episode 1, we won't be increasing survival waves. It's something I've seen some people throw around as a suggestion. But we will be increasing the difficulty of these waves. So the keep wave 25 with the boss fight will be harder than glitter helm, wave 25, and will also give better loot as a result. It will have a higher loot ceiling. The one thing we kind of want to avoid is, we don't want to have wasted content. We really want to try to provide you guys a lot of options to like play the maps you want to play. There's certain limitations on the gear that's between them, but we want to try to reduce some of that as much as we can to at least some degree, so that it doesn't feel like, hey, I enjoy playing Ancient Mines, but it doesn't have any good gear for me, and so I'm not going to play it. So the way bonus waves work, they are something you opt into at the end of specific maps that increase the difficulty of the map
What is this bug?
during the bonus wave to the strength of the highest wave 25 boss within survival on Nightmare and Massacre only that you've defeated, and it acts for every map below it. So what that means is if you defeat the Demon Lord wave 25 Massacre, you will have access to bonus waves within Deeper Well, Ancient Mines, and Lava Mines. And when you opt in, what happens is the mobs will be just as strong as Wave 25 mobs from Alchemical Labs on that same difficulty. And they will also drop rewards that scale up to that. So pets that previously dropped on those same maps, if you were wanting to get the pet from Deeper Well, if you play through the bonus map, or bonus wave after you've defeated the Demon Lord, Wave 25, on Nightmare Massacre, you will now be able to get a pet that has the chance to scale up to that as well. And same with any of the other gear that drops. So that gear now will scale up as well as the enemy strength. And then if you beat the Goblin Mech, then all of the maps before Throne Room will now offer a bonus wave that scales up the difficulty and the rewards to Throne Room for the Goblin Mech. Same thing with the Ancient Dragon, same thing with the Keep. So if you defeat the Keep wave 25 with the boss, which should have the highest level gear in the game, that now unlocks a bonus wave for every other map below it that allows the gear to scale up to the max that the Keep wave 25 drops. So let's say like it drops item level. These are just arbitrary numbers,
Wow.
so it's not representative.
Write this down.
If Deeper Well wave 25 dropped item power 700 gear, and the Keep level or wave 25 dropped item power 1000, then playing the bonus and you've defeated that wave 25, then you would have the option to do a bonus wave on Deeper Well that would increase the difficulty and then also increase the reward level to 100.
And
part of this
does apply to end game chest loot. So
yes,
so you can get those fusion pieces on like Deeper Well. Like currently, the fusion pieces from Deeper Well are really low compared to the rest of the sets. This allows you to go do higher boss content and then come back and do a harder version of Deeper Well for the same power reward of those boss maps, which the Keep in this case will be the highest loot.
Yeah, and the reason for this is, we're not like a live product. We're not a giant company putting out things that we're trying to get you guys to put a I forgot what it's called. But basically having you just spend a crazy amount of time doing stuff. Like we don't want to pinch you guys with grind times where you're just AFK, especially with a lot of the active stuff we're adding in. So by the time you've beaten wave 25, the Keep, that's the hardest. This should be the hardest content in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's we want to kind of offer a reward that allows you to it's kind of like a nice like victory lap. Basically, it's like, hey, here's a harder version of all this stuff that allows you to farm late game gear that scales up really well. Because otherwise, you end up playing the same 3 maps, but maybe if you like the other maps more, then you can play those now and still get some gear. Your fusion set pieces, now you have a chance to not have the gear be of different max qualities. Now you can get everything highest max qualities. Isn't Foundries and Forges
I
supposed
see
to?
two questions I want to answer. One, the keep
Sure.
will not have bonus waves because it is the like
Yeah, it's the
hardest version.
highest.
So basically, everything will scale up to the keep because it is considered the hardest. And then forges and foundries, encore maps don't always have better loot than the previous. But I don't know. I believe
We're currently
that's currently an
we're
investigation.
we're looking at the idea for encore maps. So if you look at the size of the keep, which we've revealed and shown, and there's plenty of resources you can go check out to see how big that map is, but it's huge, and even this map is pretty big. Whereas Foundries and Forges is a much smaller map. It's similar to Mega's Quarters. So having that be the hardest map just is nonsense. Like it's so small. It's we want there to be a challenge in like areas to cover and your strategy. So we're currently looking at Foundries and Forges to have decent gear in it, but it should be affected by bonus waves as
yeah.
well.
So and then
so
the idea
go ahead.
there for will the keep get a bonus weapon in episode 2? The plan is to keep that structure moving forward for like future episodes. So whenever we add a new boss map, that will become a bonus wave that can be used on previous maps.
Yeah, the idea is like we want to. You can farm the newest content and still get like the best gear, but we also after you've accomplished like probably the hardest thing in the game, we want to give you the option to just go back and play other areas, and this should also help with like progression as well. So defeating the ancient dragon wave 25 will then give you bonus waves that scale to that. So now the deeper well loot will scale to it. And as it currently is, it'll just be something you opt into as you beat the maps. But we're wanting to also provide like kind of a longer term thing we want to do is provide the ability to choose which bonus wave for whatever reason. Say your friend carries you through something and the bonus wave's too hard. Currently, it'll just go directly to your highest your highest completed by default, and you're not really able to change that. And then later down the road, we're going to, if we're not able to get in with episode 1, we want to offer the ability to change it. But the amount of players that would affect negatively is pretty small, and we want to get this feature out for episode 1 because it's the idea is it would be sub 1% of players are negatively affected by this, and holding back a feature like this to get out in an update just doesn't make sense. It would just feel better to get out now. So there's going to be some changes with this and some things that we're already aware of and looking into improving upon.
Currently, bonus waves are played after you complete a map. So in this case, you will play 23 through 25, and then if you opted to do a bonus map or a bonus wave, it will be after that point.
Yes. So there's like a lot, like the 3 big releases here, just because we're a little over. And we'll be getting a post out for this as well. I know us over what is the new test of feature that has some cool rewards. Like once you've beaten it, you don't really need to do it again unless you just enjoy doing it. But it was really easy for us to add in, so we're trying to experiment with some things and get some fun stuff in. Also, Rift portals coming in Rifted and offering additional gear and additional challenge for those that opt in to do Rifted. And then the bonus waves that is primarily focused on players that are either in the late game and have completed the hardest content, or are progressing through Nightmare and Massacre, and help them potentially have other avenues to farm with maps they might feel more difficult or more comfortable with, to get some better gear to take on the content that they have left. That's I think that covers our reveals for today. We will be having a post out here shortly. It will not be a Monday post. It will be out today. That covers this stuff, so people will be able to read through it or hear Anthem or Juice Bags read it to them.
Sure, they'll make videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then next week we'll have a few more things to go over. So our reveals are kind of winding down. We've really hit some of the big strides here with the features that are coming within episode 1. And one of the things that we really want to hit on is that a lot of this stuff is foundational. So the bonus wave stuff is an example of that. As we release new episodic content, we can build upon that so that, hey, now it includes the Lycan King, and now it also includes any of the future bosses that we release, with a reason to go back and play those maps if you want to. Like, there's a reward to do so. Adding in the rifted portals, like having rifted enemies be one thing and then rifted portals coming in, there's more to be built upon. So within episode 2, you'll have rifted enemies, you'll have rifted portals, and then you'll have an additional rifted mechanic. So things will continue to get more difficult as you play. And then the test of stuff is also in the same boat. We're going to be using content in the form of the boss fights to provide a different experience for you to kind of take on. And currently, like I said, it's single player. We might look into opening it up to multiplayer in the future. But it's just there's a whole slew of stuff when it comes to balancing and getting those things properly set up. So for now, we don't want to hold the feature back, and it will just be a single player experience. So.
All right.
So yeah, that's.
Let's do some
I
giveaways.
think yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Trademark, no.
Rolling the first one. Hashtag portal. We'll do 3 giveaways. Sigma Toast.
Ooh, Sigma Toast. Fun name.
Let me know if you're still here.
So someone asked about where we'd be able to opt into. We want to have players opt in as you select the map. Baseline functionality, like if we're not able to get that in, it'll have you select it during the
summary summary
screen.
The
summary screen. You'll be able to opt into it there.
It'll be a host option.
It's just the way that waves are loaded with their difficulty and loot. It'll have to check some stuff and change some stuff around in order to provide that content and the rewards that are tied to that.
I sent you a whisper, Sigma Toast, on your options. Let me know what you want. Rolling the next one. Hashtag portal if you haven't. Evo's TV.
Yeah, they are.
But I saw Black Flame. Basic. Can you just spam easy maps and get end game gear? So the idea is that the bonus wave will actually scale the difficulty of the enemies up to that highest boss tier that you've done. Granted, there are going to be some maps that are probably going to be a little easier just because of like the size and core count and whatnot. But the idea is that the difficulty of mob should be the same power level as those end game or those harder maps.
Yeah, and it also allows you to. It's like a reward kind of victory lap thing, like we mentioned earlier, where you've defeated the boss that unlocks those. So you should be capable enough to take on that challenge. So we're gonna offer just additional opportunities to get loot that scales up to what you've been able to do.
All right, Evos, I sent you a message. And lastly, the last winner, Critical Star.
Mysterious portal is less mysterious now. That is true because we have revealed it.
It is now a revealed portal. All right.
There's the rig rats.
Critical Star. I will send you a message. Let me know what you would like. Those are your options. All right. And with that, I think we're pretty much good to go. We're 15 minutes over anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll have a forum post coming out soon today.
Yep. Be on the lookout.
Decent beans here today. I think for the most part, this covers like the vast majority of our biggest beans, but we do have some more reveals coming next week as well.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout there. Not a release date, by the way. I just want to preface that, but there are some things, and we'll probably talk
minor
a little bit more
tweaks
about
and
things.
whatnot.
Yeah, some pets and any like changes that are coming that haven't been necessarily feature worthy, like putting that stuff on the same page. But we've got some additional stuff to talk about. So
there's more. There's always
Yep.
more.
Yep.
Until there's not, and then we release it.
Yeah, that's true. And then we're working on episode 2.
Exactly. So
And
there's always beans.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
And then we'll
so-
be adding in episode 2, the Demon Duchess will be the boss there. Just a heads up.
Ah, yes. Some representation.
She's married to the Demon Lord.
all right. And with that, is there anyone to raid? Go check who's live streaming.
I saw somebody, Fat Cat 36.
Oh yeah, we've raided him before. Another raid. He doing summit right now. Let's throw up a raid. All right, let's start the raid. It start. Hello.
It doesn't look like it.
Saying something went wrong. Twitch having
Oh no.
issues.
Well, I'll just continue to jump in front of you to show off cool animations.
Let me refresh my window.
Mm.
Is it just going in? Is anyone seeing the raid? Probably not.
Nope, I don't see it
No,
yet.
I don't see it.
Let's try this again. Well, it looks like something's broken. Let me try
Uh-oh.
/raid. You already have a raid in progress. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's a lie.
I have no such thing.
Boo.
Alright, well, looks like I will throw them a host, but I'll just spam their link in the chat and we'll call it good.
Well, yeah, well, is /host working?
/host I
find
think
out.
only works if you're offline.
No, I don't think so. I think you can do it. I think you can do it live, maybe. We'll find out.
Alright, I'm hosting.
Oh, it went.
Oh.
There we go. Alright.
We did
Goodbye.
it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.